Hello and welcome back to tunjitalks. Right, so today we're going to do something a little bit different. So I had a book talk recently at the first event at NORBURY Library. There was a recording, and at the second event at Matthew's Yard, shout out to Matthew's Yard, I wasn't planning on having that event recorded, but it was recorded, so I thought, why not let's take that second bit of footage and break it down why I structured the event in a certain way. This video is sponsored by the text version of my one-man show, Whiteboard, Black Pieces, Race in the West. To get your copy, click the Amazon link in the description down below. By the way, we will be doing an I Have a First segment today. Yeah, so this was the Matthew's Yard event, and this wasn't just a regular book. So this book is, as I've said before, it is a one-man show. So I was thinking about how did I want to kind of like start it off. I was thinking, oh, do I introduce myself to the audience first? But then I was thinking, no, since it's like a show, why don't I start off by doing a segment of the show? And I thought a good segment to start off with would be like the new opening of the show. And this is the new opening, and I had to change it for because I took part in the Lagos Theatre Festival. If you watch, I'll leave a link to the talk at Norbury Library. In that video, like I talk about why I changed the opening of my show. Oh yeah, so when the audience came in, I was playing music and whatnot, but because of YouTube, I won't play the music. I'll just get stuck in with the video. Can you really give an outsider? He's not an outsider. He is a son of the soil. He is one of us. Of course. Forgive my ignorance. What I meant to say was this: yes, he's one of us, but he's not accustomed to the way we do things in this land. What if he uses his hand just in the ways of the red, white, and blue? You're afraid. Tell me, do you really think so little of our people? We will allow him. We will remind him that he is a citizen of the green, white, and blue. And only if this is the line, will be done. Good evening and welcome to Matthew. Cool. So after the performance, I do like the first scene, and after that, I come out of character and I go straight into Tunji, the host of the event. And of course, there you see me welcoming the audience to Matthew's Yard. You know, in this audience, out of the people here, I think only like 2 or 3 people saw the show. So for the rest of the audience, I think it worked out really well to give them a taste of what the show could be. And later on, I did tell the guests that if this little taste really did intrigue you, you can buy the play, or you can go on my YouTube page, my YouTube channel, where you can see the full version of the show. And since doing the book signing event, I can see that a lot of people have now come and watched the show or rewatched the show, which is really nice to see that people were engaged enough that they went to go and search to see the full show. Let's continue. I am Tunji Joseph, a trained actor, director, producer. Here I'm just like telling the audience who I am and what I do. Again, because most of this audience, they've never seen me perform, and most of them at the time were not subscribers to the channel. So just tell them my kind of like credentials, so they can relate to me. They know what I do. So they can understand what I'm doing is not a fluke, that I practice all of these aspects on a regular basis. So YouTuber, also currently teacher in training. And if you have any questions about the teacher training I'm doing at a second, just leave that down in the comments, and I'll probably do a video on that. I am writing like a second book at the minute about kind of like teacher training, so more on that to come. And we are here this evening to primarily talk about Whiteboard Black Pieces, the published version of my one-man show, which looks at what it means to be black in the Western world. And for any who came to the original version in Matthew's Yard, so this is coming to yeah, for those of you who don't know, if you don't live in Croydon, there's this kind of like venue and cultural hub called Matthew's Yard. And it's moved now. So it used to be by Surrey Street Market. However, because of developers getting the rights to like a block of flats, Matthew's Yard had to move. And for a hot second, it was looking like Matthew's Yard wasn't going to have a home. However, they found this great venue in West Croydon, and Matthew's Yard literally just moved across to the other side of Croydon. And that is where this event is taking place, in the new Matthew's Yard. And I'm so glad that Matthew's Yard found a home, because it is a hot spot in Croydon, and up and coming creatives go there to perform. So if you're in Croydon or in Southeast London, check out Matthew's Yard in West Croydon. It's literally by West Croydon Station. So if you're a train person, overground person, or bus person, you can go to Matthew's Yard. However, so the topic of what it means to be black in the Western world, that is quite a broad topic. And that topic itself spans hundreds of years. So how was I able to fit a topic that spans hundreds of years into a 45-minute show? It's quite simple, actually. I have to find a way to make it relatable to me. And the way I did that was making the show part autobiography and part creative license. So I created some scenes in the show for some people. Actually, that was what it. Yeah, so check out on the channel my Colourful radio interview. I'm not sure if it's in the interview or when like music was playing and I was talking to like the hosts, but when I was telling like the hosts of the radio show about the play and a particular scene, they were like, "Oh, did that actually happen?" I was like, no. Like that was one of the scenes I created specifically for the show. But I really enjoyed the fact that maybe it was the way I was telling the story of that particular scene that got the host's attention like that. But yeah, so I've been really happy with people's reactions to the play. But I digress. Let me continue. So the title, how did I come up with that title? So from the very beginning, I was thinking about chessboard. I really wanted to kind of like incorporate that into the show. And I was just in bed, and I was thinking, I need to capture the title. So I came up with Whiteboard Black. So about titles, so there's this YouTuber called John Campion, and he has like a movie kind of like channel, and does like movie news and all that kind of stuff. Great. He does like great work, and watching one of his videos, I kind of got into YouTubing. But anyway, one of John Campion's principles is that like when it comes to the title of a movie or a TV show, he thinks that titles are not a big deal. I disagree. I feel titles are a huge deal, because usually before like a trailer or any kind of set pictures come out, usually hear about a title of a movie and the actors and director and producers who are associated with that movie. And usually if the movie has an interesting or intriguing title, usually people will pay attention for that movie for when it comes out. And I believe titles are a big deal because just the title of my show alone, Whiteboard, Black Pieces, Race in the West, like that sparks conversations straight away. Usually people are like, what? No, 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 rewind, say that again. And from there, then we kind of start, we spiral. So we go into talking about race and or acting or movies or whatever. So titles are incredibly important in my humble opinion. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments. And what's kind of like beautiful about the title is that whenever I tell anyone the title, I usually get this kind of reaction. Like, say that again. And I usually break it down. Once I do it again, they're like, okay. So it's like a kind of response. So in teachers training, literally from day one, been teaching like English to year 7 and 8. And one of the stories we covered recently was Pandora's Box. So like teaching has been on my mind during this half term, and that came up briefly. The original show we did it at Matthew's first, we took it to the West End last year before the pandemic in Nigeria as part of the Lagos Film Festival. And in fact, Lagos plays a really important part because after I did the festival, I had a week in Lagos just to like chill out with family. Family friends like actually went to school, and she was like, "Oh, so would you like to go to girls' school? Like talk to girls, know about more school." So yeah, people are so important. That's why I just love talking to people whenever I can. You never know what door that could open when you talk to someone. Especially when I go to the theater and stuff. Like if I go by myself, sometimes I'm trying to like talk to the people like next to me, like, oh, what sparked your interest in this show? Was it the actor? Was it the story? Did you just randomly like pick to come and see this show? And again, and one of the girls asked me a question, and she said, "Are you thinking about publishing the show?" And at that time, I hadn't thought about it. I thought that's a really good question. So that seed was planted in my mind, and before I started, but since school, I really seem to enjoy it. Oh, by the way, if you have any questions, well, how did I get my idea? I was at drama school. I did an MA. Drama school is a crazy time, but a really fun time. If you've got questions like about auditions and stuff, leave that down in the comments. I'll tell you what, when I finished, I went to Arts Ed. When I finished at Arts Ed, there were these opportunities to where the school emailed past students and they're like, oh, can you help out with auditions and stuff? So I've been on the other side of the table in terms of drama schools like picking their cohort for the next year. And there was like some situations where I was like, oh, this person's amazing, that person's amazing. Then like later on when they made like cuts, I'd find out reasons why certain people didn't get in. And it was crazy, but really in a fascinating kind of way. But if you want me to tell you more, please leave a comment down below, then we can do a video on like drama school and auditions and the situations some drama schools have been in like the last year or so. So I'm actually Arts Ed in Chiswick, and so for one of the modules we had to create characters from scratch. So So what did that involve? So that was like, doing research. So what happened to your character as a young person? Where they almost hit by a car, where they, I don't know, in the park, they get hit very hard and face the ball. How does that kind of event affect an individual as they grow up, then get into a talent? So how they talk about their lives. Then the final part, the assessment, was to go on dates with each other as our characters. Now, I was the only black person on the course, so all of my dates were white. So I remember the second day, we were in a cafe, and I was sitting to my back towards the door, and I remember. By the way, all of this information's in the play itself, and like you can watch the full version of the show on the channel. I remember you giving me a look, and I felt uncomfortable because I didn't know what I thought it was about. So one thought in my mind was like, oh, okay, I see her brother and she's here. Or could it have been, our brothers on the date and outside? I don't know. I didn't have anyone to talk to. So I decided to write that back in my mind. But once I finished my course, I wrote that down in that time of the scene, that scene is a play, where it's called like a number of topics, such as, second scene in the show, we go to the deep south of America, and I play a slave master by a slave abolition, and I take his name from him. And during the first show, after the Q&A, there was an audience member. I remember him saying, like, how do you do that? How do you get so much bending into the audience when you're doing that scene? First of all, research, because this actually happened, and being trained in doing things that some people might not want to do or might not feel comfortable to do. But there was a deeper meaning, there was a deeper message, how our names have been taken from us. And I remember being in school, not feeling confident with my name, and how that trauma from the past still is present and affects us. Also, I didn't get a chance to touch on colorism and showing colorism is like a colorism could do like a whole show on colorism. It's not funny, but like it's just crazy. Like I would really like to do like a podcast or show with someone on colorism. I have a few people in mind, but we'll see. I'm saying it, so I'm speaking it into existence. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. And many people are aware colorism is racism's ugly sister. Facts. One of the lines I say in the show is that racism isn't dead, that was returned, it's still alive. Facts upon facts. That line came back to me during the Euros 2021. What's interesting about that, and I wonder how people came to that. As soon as England got to time, I knew for black players were responsible for England, were responsible for England losing. Then all hell was break loose, all the racists were cut up with black, and we saw, and it was interesting. It's not funny that people came out and they're like, oh my god, this isn't surfing. If we walk past that, and just shows people's ignorance, or they're not that willing to accept that racism is to. Did anyone else find that when England got into the final? Yeah, I'm curious. I want to know your thoughts. Like when England got into the final of the Euros, what were your thoughts? Do you think, if it doesn't go England's way, did you think like the racists would come out would work, or what? Let me know in the comments. Because I've had this discussion with some people, and they're like, yep, I'm the same as you. As soon as England got into the finals, I knew if a black player or black players were responsible for England losing, then all hell would break loose. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with the audience? Let me know. One of the other things I talk about is like African Caribbean, like how there's what are your thoughts on this issue? I won't speak too much on it because, like, again, it's in the show and it's in the published version of it's in the published text. So, you know, if you're interested in wanting to know my opinions, you can watch the full show on the channel, or you can go on Amazon by clicking the link in the description down below and ordering your copy of Whiteboard, Black Pieces, Race in the West. I'm fortunate. I have family in the Caribbean, I have family in Africa, so I don't know, I'm like in a position where I can like really clearly see like there's kind of like a dichotomy there. Like some people are like, oh yeah, I respect Africa. Some people are hard to know Africa. And I guess that comes with colonialism and whatnot, but it is an issue. Also recently been teaching colonialism at school. You already know the deal. I don't even need to say anything. Like, obviously that I didn't have enough time to kind of like deal with it, but I highlighted it in the show, and that was that's what I can give it. But it's there for a reason, to spark debate, and that's the thing I like about the show, that it really does spark debate. Also, if you'd like to support the YouTube channel, where you can watch like the entirety of the show, it's up there on that channel at tunjitalks. So if you're interested in seeing the whole show, you can do that. Also, we make movies, and our most recent movie was In Front of You, which really had a lot of fun making In Front of You. Also got a movie in the pipeline. It's written, it's ready to go. All I need is I'll probably make the new movie this coming summer. Yeah, so stay tuned. That movie, it's like it's different. This movie is kind of more of a thriller. So if you're into thrillers, like, stay tuned. And if you'd like to support, head over to the Cash App, #tunjitalks. That's #tunjitalks, or head over to PayPal, paypal.me/tunjitalks. That's paypal.me/tunjitalks. How they were friends, just couldn't take that extra step to say, let's be a thing, let's be in a relationship. So that's up there on the channel, very much the table. When I came into the industry, the acting industry, I really wanted to do work that's uplifting, that uplifts Black people, because we have enough. All respect to Donald Clark and Alan Wood and Keogh Wood and how I got people jobs, but does that portray Black people in our best life? You know? And there's kind of like producers will more likely make it feel like Alan Wood and Keogh Wood than probably make it feel like I did, but I'm independent team, but to support and do that and see the uplifting content. Facts, not even just this new movie, but I've got started writing another new script, and like, when I tell you, when I have the time, you will be seeing more movies from me. Just know more movies are coming. Is there any questions? So in the meantime, we'll do like a book signing here. We'll ask questions for free. So books are £5. And if you're not able to buy today, you can go on Amazon and simply type in Tunji Joseph, or you can type in Whiteboard, Black Pieces, Race in the West, and it will pop up. If you would like to write down any comments, write down the details, I've got a black book up here. You can write in that book. You can connect for free to get my number, email, social media. We're happy to connect and build. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that's Tunji Talks. At the minute, I'm doing a series called Game Changers, where I look at 4 inspirational Just done the Tyler Perry video. It's uploaded. It's going to premiere soon. Need to do the Tariq Nasheed video to be the final one. Then I'll do kind of like a roundup of everything, and we'll look at the takeaways from all 4 of the Game Changer videos. The first one, Dame Dash, that video's out. Dame Dash is a music mogul, but he also has his own studio, production company, and whatnot. And he's unapologetic with that. If you listen to him, you'll feel hyped. So feel free to check out that video. Just watch a Dame Dash clip, you'll be hyped. Also, Bolanle. I meant to say Bolanle. But yeah, she's a powerhouse. And if you don't know who she is, please go and research her. Bolanle Austin Peters. She's a former lawyer for the UN, but she's now a producer. She wouldn't like me saying this, but she's like the equivalent of Andrew Lloyd Webber and Macintosh. If you disagree, go and research her. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't, just research her, innit? I'll say she's faster, but she deals with Netflix and shows on Netflix. And if you are fortunate to go to Nigeria, I encourage you to go to her theatre. It's called the Terror Culture. Google the Terror Culture Theatre, Lagos. It's a beautiful theatre. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Tyler Perry's coming. I've just made that video on Tyler Perry, and he really dropped some inspirational gems. He's finally off in the shop with Tariq Nasheed. Made Hidden Color movies, and in my opinion, every black child on the planet should watch these movies. That's how inspirational they are. What's beautiful about those? Agree. If you haven't watched The Hidden Colors, go and watch that. That's the one. My goodness, I wish I had been shown those movies when I was at school. Incredible movies. In fact, when I was at school, maybe he made the first one and I wasn't aware of it, but I think he's made 5 now, and all of them, I think I've watched 4. I think I've watched 4 and half of the 5th one. I need to finish watching the 5th one, but great, good movies. And because their names come up in the films, the young people, or if you're curious, you can look them up, find their books. They write beautiful books afterwards. Yeah. And lastly, thank you for coming, because without you, this event would happen. So thank you so much. Again, it goes back to the people. People are everything. Stay free. Thank you. Get home safe. So I'm walking away. I'm not walking away to be rude, but at the back of the room, I had my speaker set up. I was connected to my laptop, and I was playing music, so I just went to go and press the play button. Cool. It is time for I Have a Thirst. What is I Have a Thirst? It's where I get a drink, and it can be any drink, and I drink it here with you guys. So if you haven't got a drink, pause this video and go get a drink. Okay, we're back. Hope you've got a drink with you. Today I am drinking gingerella. I actually used this. Oh, hold on. Wait, it's a bit wet at the top. Okay, yeah, so for the ASMR. Cheers. Oh, that's good. So I actually used to sell gingerella when I used to work at Everyman Cinemas. Have you been to an Everyman Cinema? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Yeah, it's a good drink, gingerella. So let's talk. Oh, that's strong. So I was at the event on Saturday, and I was talking to this one guy, and I just got talking about the play, and he was like, he was a young black man like myself, and he was like, when he goes out, he's very conscious about the clothes he wears, and he said usually he'll wear like some jeans, some trainers, and he'll usually wear like a checked shirt. That's because to be black, you there's this great show on BBC iPlayer at the moment called Eye for Air. And I actually saw the play version of it at the Royal Court Theatre in 2019, I think. Yeah. In that show, there's in the show and the movie on BBC iPlayer, there's a wonderful segment part where the parents are explaining to their black children, like, when you go out, if you're stopped by the police, you have to be extremely careful of your mannerisms. And the children are like kind of like practicing how they would stand if they were stopped by a police officer. And the parents are like, no, you can't do that with your hands because that's aggressive. And if you look at a certain way like this, they might take that a certain way, and that might look. The bottom line is, I want you to come home. That's just it. As a black man or woman in the West, you have to accept when you step out the door in the morning, you might not come back. Probably more so in America than here in the UK, but it's more or less the same. You have to accept you might not come back. Anyway, so this brother was talking about, like, he dresses a certain way in order to be perceived as non-threatening. But the truth of the matter is, you can wear the most expensive shoes and the most suave suit and wear the most magnificent cologne. The police will still shoot you like a dog. That's just the bottom line. And if you disagree, let me know in the comments. But you have to understand you're wrong. But whatever, if you have a thought, write it down in the comments, but you're wrong. You're wrong if you disagree with me. But feel free to disagree in the comments. I won't block it, I'll keep it there. Like, right now in the comments. What else? Oh yeah, so the book event, like, of course I knew that from the beginning I wanted to. Actually, I didn't know I wanted to start with it, but I knew at some point I wanted to do a segment of the show, and that's the bit I had prepared. I didn't necessarily have like written down like a sequence, like an opening and whatnot. I thought, I might just go there on the day and allow inspiration to hit me. Oh, I was so wrong. Like 2 weeks out, the guys I go to, Mr. Racket, to be my cinematographers, they George of Mr. Racket, he sent me a message and it's like, oh, have you got your script ready? And I was like, yeah, of course, got that ready. So after he messaged me, that's when I got kind of like the other bits in order. So I kind of wrote down some of the topics I wanted to talk about. The only bit I had written out properly is kind of like my opening, and the rest was like bullet points that I kind of like thought about. Then on the day, I knew where I wanted to go with those bullet points. And that's that. Ooh, this is a good drink. The teacher training. I'm lucky in that school I'm at, we've got a 2-week half term, so everyone has 1 week. I've been offered 2. It's been good. The first week I kind of like spent like preparing, buying like little bits and bobs for the the book event, like these lollipops and the tea, nice and sparkly. Buying those bits to just to enhance the kind of like the guest experience on the day. It was really fun. Now in the second week, getting back to business, so starting planning lessons and whatnot and stuff. And so that's going to be it And that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll leave you in the same way I came to you, in love and peace. See you soon.